However, what you're getting is not just nostalgia. You're getting a sense of quality. You're getting a product that when you pick it up has weight and real density to it. Not to mention, these models look incredibly cool. One of the beauties of having metal miniatures is that they are really, really well made. When you pick them up, you look at them, you know that you've got quality in your hands, and they don't break easily either. So you can drop them, they can fall off a table, they can get squished in a box, it doesn't break them. Plastic miniatures, on the other hand, do break easily. If you've got a clumsy roommate or you found yourself putting them into a tight and compact space, there's no guarantee that they're going to come out of it unharmed. Now, my miniatures have been sat in a box for nearly 13 years, and that's a tragedy. Some of them have got broken in that time, and some of the metal ones haven't fared very well. I have a venerable dreadnought which has had the legs snap off from the base. Aside from that, though, I haven't had any metal ones break. I have had plenty of plastic miniatures break and snap, and it's where the metal miniatures come into their own. They're very well made and they brilliant. It's where the metal miniatures come into their own. They're very well made and they were always going to be worth the price. Now, there are a few downsides to painting metal miniatures over painting plastic miniatures. For example, you've got the fact that when you paint plastic miniatures, you need a very thin layer of primer to be able to paint them. Sometimes you don't even need to prime the plastic at all. Because of the way that the material works, the paint adheres very easily and very quickly. With metal miniatures, the paint doesn't adhere that well. It's a constant struggle to prime, prep, and paint. Now, I will show you a collection of some of my metal miniatures on the screen throughout this video, and you'll be able to see some of these were painted by me, some of them were painted by other people and bought secondhand by myself years ago. The quality oozing from them is incredible, and it gives you something that you can't get with plastic miniatures nowadays. But there is a drawback again to the painting of these miniatures, which is that it's far harder to paint them. They're sharper, they're more angular. When you run a brush across them, there is a serious risk of the bristles snagging and breaking. It makes it much more difficult to actually paint these models because you lose bristles and accuracy of paint as you go along. Now, there are those out there who would say, well, you can paint them in sections and put them together. Yes, you can, but that defeats the purpose of being able to paint a model once you've assembled it, once you've figured out where all the tiny little pieces go, and being able to paint intricate bits on there as you make them whole.